Welcome back to the podcast, everyone. Today I'm with a returning guest. It's been about a year since she last visited, so I'm happy that she's in town to come back on. It's my pleasure to have back on Gifted Gab.
What's going on, player?
Hello. So are you still doing comedy at all, or what's going on with that?
I'm still a fool.
Okay.
I'm still a fool, like I've always been. I haven't done any actual stand-up since the last time I did some stand-up, just because, I dropped the project and I was pushing that, but it's definitely something I want to start tinkering around with again,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
do it.
I went to South by Southwest and I saw like Freddie Gibbs was doing stand-up, so I feel like it's more hip-hop artists are doing it now.
I actually I actually went to see his, I think it's called like cocaine comedy something.
Okay.
I think it's called cocaine comedy maybe. But R.I.P. the homie Jack Knight, he invited me to, he was a really, really good comedian and writer, but he invited me to the show and he didn't tell me what it was. He was like, "You want to come see me do stand up tonight?" And I was like, "Sure." Yeah. And I get there and it was Freddie Gibbs show and it was like him, Jack, Zach Fox, who else? It was some other people. I don't know, but it was fucking insane. Like it was Teddy Ray, R.I.P. No, it was Freddie's. Like he was hosting it, but he was also doing comedy as well. Like it was just really, wild, and I had no idea what I was getting into that night.
That's awesome, because I guess that's always been kind of a thing though, where you see like comedy and hip hop.
Yeah. They're like comedians and rappers are like one and the same. Yeah,
100%. Like I guess Thundercat's kind of a rapper sometimes. He's more of like soulful though, but like he Thundercat's song was on Dave Chappelle's last special as like the opening song, so that's always cool to see when that actually comes together.
Exactly.
But so you're in town currently for a show, the late night show. The only thing I know about that show is that was before I was even at this studio. So Third Wheel has had 2 iterations since I've been with them, one in Green Lake and one here now. And it also hits like, for me, whenever you move somewhere, it's kind of like a milestone. You're closing like a chapter. So like that was like almost 2.5 years ago now. And I had Will Jordan on, and he was either the host of the late night show or like created it or something.
I think, he was involved in some way. But shout out to Will.
But I think he moved to like LA or something. So
I think he is in LA. I think he is.
So I don't know if he's part of this, the one you're at this week.
I don't know. I know it's Daryl Cruz.
Yeah.
Is the one I've been, that's my people's.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So break down what the late night show is for people who don't know what it is.
I mean, the late night show is, I guess, Tacoma or Daryl's, kind of version of his own late night show. So you have different hosts, musical guests, speakers, just kind of, kind of straightforward like that. But it's, also local. But then you also get like, like bigger, names or whatever. Like the first one I did, I think Karen Civil was the host or the special guest. And then the one I'm doing on Saturday, B-Dot. From Rap Radar, he's the guest. So
they're flying that person to town, or is B-Dot from Seattle?
No, they're flying. I want to say, don't get me to lying, but I don't know where B-Dot's from, but I'ma just guess maybe L.A. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, or New York, who knows? But one of the sponsors is Alaska Airlines.
Okay,
so,
that's awesome.
You know what I'm saying? They definitely taking care of folks.
I need to take some notes or figure out how to be a part of that.
Yeah, you should. You should come.
Yeah. Is that Saturday though?
Saturday, yeah.
Damn it. I became a wedding DJ, which some people are like, "Oh wow, that's awesome," and other people are like, "What the fuck are you doing?" It's really, there's no in between.
I mean, wedding DJs get the money, so I totally understand. You could really be booked up every single weekend. Yeah, so I'm not mad at it.
It's literally like an oh or an oh, But
shit, I should be a wedding DJ.
Yeah, it's. No offense to wedding. I also DJ, so like it's a little bit like. It hurts a little bit to be a wedding DJ sometimes.
Yeah, because it's like you have to play like the bullshit they want to hear, right?
Yeah.
And like top 40s and like
the first
can't play cuts that you want to hear.
100%. And then I don't know. It's weird because everyone has weddings, but like it seems like the weddings I've gone to are all like white people, and it's like the weird. Like they get, what is that one song? Cotton Eye Joe. Like my first wedding. I was just the assistant for the
What?
first one, and these people were losing their minds to Cotton
Over
Eye
Cotton
Joe.
Eye
Yeah.
Joe.
And they like were only like they were all just drinking beer. There's like no hard alcohol. There was not even wine. And I was like, these guys are losing their mind drinking beer to Cotton Eye Joe.
That's their culture.
Yeah, I guess.
That's culture for white people.
Yeah.
Cotton Eye Joe, beer. That's it.
Yeah. So I hope I get
Vibes.
more selections because like the weddings I've gone to so far.
You gotta
almost
get booked
feels
for
like,
some like black and Mexican.
Yeah, I bet those are fun.
Weddings. Those are the ones they'll let you go home with a plate. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You have a good time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know what your relationship status is, but you might knock something. You know, like it's a good time.
Yeah, like wedding crashers type thing.
Exactly.
For sure.
Exactly.
So you've been working. You just released a project, I guess, 2 months ago now. It's
Yeah, 420.
okay. There we go. So is that because you're 420 friendly? I'm
Yes.
guessing.
Yeah,
And
I am.
when I started my homegrown series, where I've been hosting shows and throwing shows, I think if I've asked you to do one in like October, and you were already like deep in like album mode. So like, how long did it take to get this album going?
Honestly, this is probably the shortest amount of time I've spent like actually creating it. Because it was just one of those rare situations where I think it was, or I will say it was probably because I was just coming off the tail end of this writing job I was doing, and it was for a movie.
Ooh.
I signed an NDA, so I can't really talk about it.
Oh,
You know what I'm
damn.
saying? But it's some cool shit.
Oh shit.
But anyway, so came off the tail end of doing that, and that was very like, you know, when you're writing for like film or TV or whatever it is, like, you know, they basically like it's like almost a puzzle to figure out what they exactly want you to do. So, you know what I'm saying? They'll be like, we want a whimsical, you know, open space that feels like blue but sounds like Jean Grey with a mix of like, okay. So you got to figure out like what the fuck they even want. So, you know what I'm saying? It's basically, I say that to say like it was very conceptual. You know what I'm saying? So, this project is probably my first like concept album per se. Like I usually just make music and you know what I'm saying, like, and just we put it together. Once I make the first couple songs, then I just build the sound around, you know, what I got. But this one in particular was the first time I actually was like, I'm gonna like kind of stick to this subject matter. I'm gonna like stay in this pocket, you know what I'm saying, the whole way through, whatever. So I think that's what kind of inspired me to kind of make that album how I did. And because of that, I was such in creative mode, you know what I'm saying, with this job, that it was easy for me to like, you know, tap back into that. So like it was like after one of the sessions we did with my producer, shouts out to Elijah Gray. We were working on it was him, Blimes, and myself. We were all working on the shit. And then before the session, he had played, like, he was just playing beats. And I was like, okay, put a pin in that one. You know what I'm saying? We gonna come back to this one after the session. So after the session, he played it again, and like immediately, like, we, you know what I'm saying? Like, he was like, you should talk about, and it was Wait For Me. It was the track Wait For Me. And he was like, you should write about like a dude waiting for you to get there to like smoke weed, like something loose like that. And I was like, okay, bet. And so I just wrote to it, and then like we like recorded it real quick, and then I was like just so inspired by like how quickly and how, you know what I'm saying, easily we were able to like make such a dope little track like that. And I was like, let's just keep it going. So, you know, I would probably say over the course of maybe a month and a half, I like recorded all the shit. And then after that, like, my job was kind of done in the sense of I didn't really have to record no more. It was just like the mixing. And you know, I'm one of those people that I don't like anything. I don't like the first version you send me of anything, right? You know what I'm saying? It's very rare for you to send me something and I'm like, wow, you really understood the assignment. But like most time, like, it's a lot of back and forth sending, like, fix this, I don't like this type, you know, type shit like that.
And that probably just comes with time also, like learning your own ear and what you like.
Well, the thing is, I'm like, I really don't like the email don't like email working. You know what I'm saying? Like, just because it prolongs the situation when it's like, I can literally sit down with you and we can knock this out in an hour and we will be done. You know what I'm saying? But it's just okay, at 2 minutes and 13 seconds to 2 minutes and 18 seconds, you got to change this. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's just like, it becomes way too tedious. So that's the only thing that takes the longest realistically is the like fine tuning and getting it down. And then, so I really, in a perfect world, I could sit there with the engineer and do it, but like, then you have to, you know what I'm saying, kind of be empathetic to the fact that most engineers don't like that. Like, you know what I'm saying, just over your shoulder. But at the same time, it just, you know what I'm saying, you get your money faster and I get my product faster. So it's kind of like conducive if we just, you know what I'm saying, knock this out in a day or some shit like that. But yeah, that's the part that really takes the longest.
And then how do feature? Because you have quite a few features on this track. Like on this album.
And I never do features. I am not a feature girl. I'm really not. I'm not a feature girl, and not for any reason other than just like, again, I just can't stand things that prolong my process. You know, especially when I'm in, you know, like when you're in creative mode and it's your shit, and it's like, okay, well, if you're not bye. You know what I'm saying? Like, I always have a second verse. It's never like, like it's not really gonna hurt anything. Like, I would have liked you to be a part, but the song is technically already done if you was gonna be on it or not. But
I like that mindset, honestly. That's
you know,
good. Yeah.
It's like it's already seasoned. But yeah, this album, it just really, man, I can't owe it to anything but just like perfect timing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've tried to get features or do things plenty of times, and like I said, like, if it just doesn't happen in the time allotted or whatever, like, I just move on. But this time it just kind of all clicked. You know, shouts out to the homie Stunnerman02. He's from Oakland. He set that shit back hella fast. You know, Swisher Sleep, he from out here, sent it back hella fast. Sugar Free was the only one I kind of had to
cool, though.
That one I really had to track down. But that shit was really cool because, like, I was able to involve everybody in that process, because it was very much like, you know what I'm saying, I've known Free and his manager for a little minute now. And it was kind of one of them things that, like, you know, I asked Free if he would do a song with me, and he was like, yeah. But at the same time, like, he's the artist, and, you know what I'm saying, when dealing with shit like that, that's why he has a manager. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, Sugar Free's just a hard person to track down anyway. Like, you know? So I'm going through his manager, and it was just like I don't know, like, maybe, I don't know, like, it took literally like a year to get an answer back to being like, let's do the song type shit. And it's like, bruh, I've been for hella long, I've been like, can we get this song? Like, what do we need to get it done type shit. And I don't know if he just thought that maybe I wanted it for free. Like, I respect the game. He's my favorite rapper. So, like, if I could pay y'all money to make this happen, I will happily pay y'all money to make this happen. You just need to let me know what the price is. I don't understand why it took a year to just get the total.
I feel like that's almost like an age range thing too, because, like, I've talked to, like, older rappers, like Cool Keith, who, like, email, like, oh,
goddamn,
we have, like, we play fucking email tag. Like a months and
they're not as technologically savvy, and they have a lot going on. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not on the priority list. I understand it, but it's like, come on, man, just give me a number. Give me a number to work with. So it literally took like a year to get the number. And then when I did, it was like throughout, you know what I'm saying, the whole year. Because I posted like a snip. Again, the song was already done. Posted a snippet of it. Everybody loved it. Everybody was like, oh, you need Sugar Free on this, wooty wooty whoop. So it was like a constant. Everybody was like, man, you need that Sugar Free track. Whoop-de-whoop. So finally, when I got the number, I'm like, look, well, since y'all wanted me to have it so bad, how about y'all help me pay for it? Because, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm paying out of my pocket for the whole album right now. Like, on top, I really didn't budget in this feature, but at the same time, I'm not gonna miss this opportunity. So, you know what I'm saying? If y'all want me to have this feature as much as I do as well, then, you know what I'm saying, fuck with your girl. So, you know what I'm saying? Shouts out to everybody who donated. Like, I really got, I didn't have to pay too much out of pocket. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was pretty much all covered. So, you know, finally, when after that, it was like to the races, like, immediately sent it back. I think I might have got it back like a week later, if that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that, and who else? The homie Triz. He's from out in the IE. I met him through the homie John Gibbs. And yeah, so it's just a real player, pimpish.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Very driving, cruising music. Wherever you driving, cruising to. You know what I'm saying? It's like exactly 29 minutes. You know what I'm saying? I got a couple skits in there. Like wherever you going, you could just start it from the beginning and just play it through, and it's just gonna be a smooth ride. You know what I'm saying?
Those are the best type of albums. Like like the skits and everything are kind of like necessary.
You got to. It's not. It just doesn't feel like an album without it. You know what I'm saying? Or at least like an interlude or something to like just give some type of. It's almost like a play. You know what I'm saying? You get intermissions. You know what I'm saying? You get a little downtime.
That's why. That's my take on like why Kendrick always wins like Grammys and stuff, because like it's a full like story
experience.
It's not like it's just put in random songs, or even like the Damn album, like it won like a Pulitzer and all that. Like it's an album that you're supposed to listen to like front to back and back to front. It's a story literally. Either way, you know. So
things
like that. That's pretty cool. Did you ever check out Sugar Free's album with Cocaine that came out?
Absolutely. I was literally just bumping that on the way here. That's funny.
Amazing.
That's when I say that's my favorite rapper. People be like, really? Or they'll just think that I'm joking, but like, no, like I listen to new shit, of course. Like I have people in my life that are able to like put me on to stuff because I don't necessarily go seek it. Like, I don't know. I'm not one of those people that will put on like a Spotify playlist and just be like, whatever plays. Like, I don't know. I have anxiety about shit like that. Like I kind of need to control the sound if I'm able to control the sound.
Yeah.
But, I hear a lot of new music here and there and shit, but it's like when in doubt, put on Sugar Free because that shit gonna crack every time.
Yeah. And he's also someone who's like had been on tons of different albums. Like he's been on like Schoolboy Q's album. He's been everywhere.
Exactly. There's a lot of work from him.
I'm kind of disappointed that I'm huge into listening to like new albums and songs. And one place I usually used to check out was Hot New Hip Hop.
Yeah.
But they like updated, and some people have their
that fucking what was the other live mixtapes and Dat Piff.
Yeah.
That was the end of an era. I feel like I think you just have to like re-download them or something. I don't know. It's
my favorite thing was, I don't know if you know what Spinrilla is, but Spinrilla was like one of my favorite platforms, and that's where
I have heard of that.
It was like one of those mixtape platforms, and that's where I found like half of my favorite artists when I was coming up, like growing up. And they just went bankrupt like 2 or 3 months ago.
Damn.
Hot New Hip Hop changed their whole layout so they don't show a song when it comes out. Like it would show like a second a new song come out, it would like show up, but now it's like articles for new songs, so it's only specific writers choosing specific songs versus like every song. So it's weird. It's kind of hard to find. I don't know. It's kind of hard to find a rhythm for new music, because even if you are on Spotify or YouTube, sometimes it only shows you things that they think you would like.
No, that's real.
Versus showing all the new hip hop albums. So then you have to like make sure you're following your favorite artists on Instagram when they're posting.
Yeah, thing. I feel like there's always that conversation, especially on Twitter, where they'd be like, basically complaining about how, the landscape of how music is, and like, there needs to be this and that, and then I feel like the rebuttal back to that is always like, well, there's tons of new, artists and music to find, but like you were saying, like unless you're like really tapped in, you know what I'm saying? Like the way, like I kind of figured out the algorithm as far as like Twitter goes. Like it took me a long time to really figure it out, but like now I know it and I'm able to see certain stuff. So it's like, unless you're really like tapped in, like, and not like, if you're just like a casual listener, like, you probably don't follow a bunch of people on any social media, and you just seeing, like you said, whatever is just given to you. Like, you're not going to find any like really niche, like cool shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you really have to be in the mixture, and like that kind of probably, you know what I'm saying? Like that takes a little minute to really.
That's a good point. Holy
build
shit.
Build that type of. Yeah, I guess you build your own algorithm.
If it's hard to find, if some of your favorite artists are dropping new stuff, imagine trying to find a new artist. That's
right. Exactly.
That's a good point. Damn.
They make it so hard for you, and the average person is not gonna do that type of. You know what I'm saying? They're not gonna do that type of like due diligence or any type of research or anything like that. Unless it's right there for them. Yeah. Other than that, they're not gonna see it. Like. Yeah.
Like I was in the Central District on Juneteenth. And I don't know where you're supposed to. I don't know where people find events, because like I didn't know there was like a whole like Juneteenth celebration in Seattle. Like Mopop had like some people from Tribe Called Quest, and like Shaw Rock was there.
Fire.
And a few other people were there, and they're like tickets and all that. And then there's like, I was in Central District, and I looked up like events last second to see if there was any Juneteenth events.
Yeah.
And
you seen there was hella.
There was and there was one that like there was like from like 12 p.m. to like 8 p.m. like events like that. And one that I found was in Jimi Hendrix Park.
Yeah.
Talib Kweli was fucking performing for free.
Right.
And you know what I was like,
rain.
How am I supposed to have known that Talib Kweli is like in town?
Like you got to be tapped in. You got to read the bulletin boards.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Follow the right pages.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. I'm not gonna lie. I knew about that one, but there was hella other Juneteenth celebrations and stuff that I had no idea was going on. But also, I don't live out here anymore, so I'm not as you know what I'm saying, my ear to the streets as far as like events, like day to day, or you know what I'm saying, events go. But yeah, you just got to be tapped in.
Yeah, I came right at 7:30, and that's when his set started too. So I caught 30 minutes of it, and I was like. That was pretty wild.
Hell yeah, you celebrated Juneteenth.
Yeah.
Talib Kweli is the most Juneteenth nigga ever. He gonna rap you to death, and he gonna put you on to some knowledge for sure.
100%. Damn.
For sure.
So how's you're still in LA, or how's it been there?
Fuck, dude. It's expensive, bro. Oh my God. And it's like, bro, I feel like we're living in our last days. We are really living in our last days. You know what I'm saying? Like, unless you're, I just seen this clip the other day, from, I want to say it was like the Breakfast Club, and they were basically saying like there hasn't been, basically for the first time in like 30 years, there hasn't been like, I can't remember, I'm butchering the fucking,
no worries,
the fact or the quote or whatever, but along the lines of like, there hasn't, like, basically no one's doing any like number one hits. Like there isn't really like any hits anymore. You know what I'm saying? And basically, like Charlamagne was saying, it's because artists are just chasing the algorithm. Like when you chase the algorithm, you totally lose the essence of what it was. No one's focusing on the sound and the actual music. They're just trying to figure out how to get viral. You know what I'm saying? And that shit isn't really everlasting. So, fuck. I was like, ooh, I'm finna say this and I'm gonna bring it back to where we were, and then I lost it. So where was I before that?
Something about, you were saying LA's fucked.
Yes. Okay. So yeah, I was circling back to say LA's fucked for that reason, because I'm so mad because in my mind I was like, bro, I'm about to do this shit so smooth, and that was the most unsmooth transition.
Amazing.
Most unsmooth transition ever. But anyway, it's just, I'm saying that to say it's like, it's even harder to like really make money in music right now.
Yeah.
And then, you know what I'm saying, on top of that, if you also do any type of writing or like sync or stuff for like TV and film, you know what I'm saying, they're on strike. And then I'm here, I don't know if they already had, but there was talks that I guess SAG is going to be going on strike too. So if you're a real creative, a lot of your, if not all of your bags are fucked.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And the rent ain't going down.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying? Prices are still going up. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like trying to reinvent the wheel, or trying to, you know what I'm saying, add another panel to the house. Like, goddamn. Okay, well.
Damn. I guess everyone has to like fucking
new hustle. Everyone
has to become like Twitch streamers or something.
Twitch streamers or sell drugs, bro. Like drugs is always gonna sell.
Or both. You can
all of them. Like you can't have one hustle. You can't. You gotta sell drugs. You know what I'm saying? You gotta do Twitch. You gotta, you know what I'm saying, do OnlyFans. You gotta motherfucking,
very inspiring.
Bro, you have to do everything. But it's like, yeah. But LA, you can make it work. You know what I'm saying? But it's just, yeah, it's just a lot. It's just a lot of things going on.
Are there
right
fires
now.
still too, or is it no fires yet and no trees burning down yet?
Not yet.
Okay.
Not that I've heard. You know what I'm saying? I know Canada was on fire.
Yeah.
I'm sure we got some kickback for that.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's on its way though.
Damn.
It's on its way.
Have you watched? I guess there's a lot of like cool music shows coming out there. Like, have you watched Dave or have you watched The Idol yet?
Mm-mm.
Do you know what The Idol is?
Mm-mm.
Oh gosh, don't watch it.
What is it?
It's like, do you know what 50 Shades of Grey is?
Yes.
So The Weeknd, I don't know if he's like the director or just acting in it or producer also, but like it's like a 50 Shades of Grey show about music, and he's in it, and it's
good.
So bad.
Oh, it's so bad.
It's terrible.
Okay.
It's terrible, but like it's cool to see like these type of things coming out because I think it's supposed to be based in LA. And then like you haven't seen Dave though?
No, I've seen maybe a couple episodes, but I'm not really crazy about
Little Dicky.
Yeah, Little
What?
Dicky.
No,
It didn't do it for me.
Fair enough. But
I've seen a couple episodes. It's cool, but I don't know. I just haven't. I be watching like all my shows now are not even on anymore, so I don't even be knowing what to. I just be watching YouTube and fucking podcasts. I be watching
enough.
Power,
okay,
Snowfall, Righteous Gemstones.
Oh, because the new season just came out.
What?
Righteous Gemstones.
Did it?
Oh, you didn't know that?
No.
Yeah, it just came out like on Sunday.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Okay. Great.
Hell yeah.
Great. All right, cool. What else? And a lot of true crime and documentaries.
That's pretty cool though. I guess because you're from Seattle, you like true crime.
Is that a Seattle thing?
Yeah, you know, serial killers and all that.
Yeah, we do have a lot of serial killers.
So
it's usually in Washington somewhere.
Yeah.
Some crazy white guy with glasses. It's always a crazy white guy with glasses. It's like
100%. But yeah, I think it's just cool that there are like these art shows because it's supposed to like show like the artist's journey or whatever.
It's hard for me to watch artist shows like shit like the like what was it, rap shit, like Issa Rae had also a music show. I think it was called Rap Shit. But like it'd be hard for me to watch stuff like that just because it's like I don't know, like I seen this meme the other day and it was like this dude in full his whole football uniform, but he was like watching the game from the stands, and like the meme was like when you go to a concert as an artist, you know what I'm saying, like sometimes like but watching a show about rap shit and it's like not authentic, you know what I'm saying? Like,
okay.
I don't know, like I'd just be like it's kind of the same feeling you get when it's like someone comes out with a biopic of an artist you really like, and it's like you would think you would want to, like you would be the first one to watch it, but it's like I'm scared to because I don't want y'all to disrespect,
right?
You know what I'm saying? Someone I really care about, you know what I'm saying, type shit. So yeah, it's like, or like have you ever watched like weed shows that are like weed centered and how like totally not, like no one does that.
I like that Dave Chappelle movie though. Was it Half Baked?
Half Baked was great. Half Baked was baked, but even then, it's like, you know, when they act like high, like it's like no one acts like that when you're high.
Yeah.
Or like there was this one show that was on Netflix. Maybe it's called like Buds. So I don't know. I think the black dude from SNL was on it. Anyway, but it was like about a dispensary or some shit like that. But it was just so like, come on, like white people clearly wrote this that like have no like real weed cult, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't know, it just misses the mark. So yeah, I guess I said that to say that sometimes it makes me not really want to watch stuff like that.
Yeah,
I'd be like, ugh.
I wish I knew more about
make me
culture
cringe.
because like my friends, like half my guests, all my friends smoke weed, but like if I hit like one thing, I'll like die. I'll literally like I'd have to like cancel the podcast. And
you have no tolerance level, huh?
No.
Do you drink?
Yeah, I'll drink. So I feel, but then I feel like being high and drunk are so different. Like you can't really like.
A fact. Yeah, I can smoke all day and be fine.
Yeah,
I can't drink all day and be fine.
So like, what is the difference? I guess it's affecting different parts of your body.
Totally, because I have a friend that it cracks me up all the time. Like he does shrooms, acid. You know what I'm saying? I would say probably the DMT, drink all the shit. But if he hits some weed, done.
Yeah.
Done. I'm like, bro, you do acid. How is weed really just got you like you're fucking done? Like I'll give him some edibles and no bullshit, like a pack of edibles. It don't matter if it's like one of the nerd ropes I be selling or like an 8-pack joint. They gonna last him at least a year.
Yeah.
And I'm not even joking. He would like literally nibble on the piece of candy and put it back in there, and he'd be like, "Whoo, I am high."
Yeah.
I'd be like,
fuck,
that's crazy.
me.
Your brain is wired hella differently for you to bust down like an A for shrooms, but you can't even take a nibble of like a 500 milligram gummy type shit.
That's kind of me though too. Because I'll be fine being high until I realize that I'm high. And then I'll like start spiraling.
Everything changes.
Yeah, and then I'll be like double thinking myself moving. And it's like
I mean, honestly, I'm not an edible girl either. I sell them, but I don't do them because they're just too strong.
Yeah.
Like again, same with same with drinking. Like I could smoke blunts all day and be
Yeah.
totally fine.
Yeah.
It wouldn't change like my demeanor. Like, it wouldn't change much of anything. But the moment I eat an edible, like, I have to go home because I'm gonna fall asleep, and I'm not one of the people that fall asleep.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And like, you're never finna catch me just like at someone's like crib like that, just like slap. Like, you're never doing me like that. I'm never getting no. I'm way too player for that.
I feel so
I'll go home.
vulnerable if I'm tired too. So I'm like, I need to get the fuck out. I don't want anyone to know that I'm tired.
On everything. I'm leaving. I'm leaving.
Like I've told this story before, but like last year I had a DJ gig on Vashon Island, and to celebrate, everyone had like bought like an Airbnb and it was a whole thing. And I hit a joint and I was like, I need to get the fuck off this island. Yeah. So I took a ferry off the island at like 3 a.m. because I was like, I can't to go. I stayed at my studio. I was like, I'm too tired to drive all the way home, so I'm just gonna stay at my studio.
When did you realize that was a bad decision?
Probably like 10 minutes into being high. I was like,
wait, was it 10 minutes into the ferry ride? Like, at what point was you like, damn, I probably could have just like woosawed and maybe thought this through a little bit better? Because that seems pretty like a high rash decision to do. Like,
I don't know. I feel like I was happy that I made that decision.
Did you? Okay.
I think
so. You had a bad feeling about the island, like being there?
No, I love Vashon. The bad idea was like, the first actual bad idea was like someone convinced me because I said I didn't want to smoke weed.
They're like, "Oh, we'll eat an edible. It's totally fine."
No, it was weird. They were like, it's a spliff. So if you hit the very beginning, it's just going to be tobacco. And for whatever reason, I thought that was going to be the case, but I obviously got high instead. So my first mistake was believing that's what was going to happen.
Yep.
But then I died within like 10 minutes. And I was like, I need to get the fuck off this island.
That's hilarious.
You know? So I don't know.
I gotta get the fuck off this island.
Yeah.
Famous last words.
Yeah. So I guess it really depends. Or some people like can do it when they're younger, and then there's a phase when they can't do it, and then when they're older they can get back into it. But
yeah,
I don't know. It affects everyone different.
Maybe it's just will never be for you.
Yeah,
that's fine.
It looks cool though.
You could just smoke CBD.
Oh, true.
You know, and it has none of those effects. Nothing in CBD would make you want to get the fuck off an island.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think you'll be okay.
You had to make a decision to drive to a fair and then get your car.
I'm telling you, like, that is a serious commitment. You were like, nah, I'm getting up out of here. Something must have not been sitting right in your spirit.
Yeah, because the ferry stopped at 1 a.m. So I was waiting at the ferry terminal until 3 a.m. So I was there for 2 hours.
Lord
I was like,
have mercy. Just tripping.
Yeah.
God damn. Yeah, no weed for you, man. Good to know. Yeah, you're not.
But CBD, that could be cool. But I feel like that's all like, that's almost placebo though. I don't know. Or is it?
As somebody who smokes nothing but THC, I can't tell you what CBD's ever done for me. As far as smoking, topically, yes. Like rubs and, you know what I'm saying, lotions and tinctures and shit like that. Yeah, but like, nah. Like CBD weed like tastes like cotton to me because there's nothing like.
Oh, there's nothing going on.
Nothing going on. It's just like a calming thing. Like, it doesn't go to your head. You know what I'm saying? It's just like straight like body. Yeah. But I'm always high and smoking, so I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if it's working or not. I'm fucking high.
But that's why, like, it's sometimes, like, but nicotine's not good for you either. But, like, sometimes, like, I'll be like, fuck, I might have to do nicotine to, like, hang out with my friends. But I don't do that often. But I'm like, I don't know. There's some
cigarettes.
Rarely.
You know what? I still respect people that like really loud and proud and openly smoke cigarettes because they're so harshly judged and people will really just, you know what I'm saying, not fuck with you. So people that like really stand their ground.
That's my friend
and be
Carter.
like, I am smoking a fucking cigarette. I'm like, you know what? I respect that because people will really try to shame you.
My friend Carter
like, that's how you want to go. That's how you want to go.
My friend Carter will literally do like vapes and cigarettes. Like, they're
a
beast.
No, he wants lung cancer today. That's crazy.
But that's the thing, because smoking can give you lung cancer too, though.
That's facts, but I feel like no. So you said they don't talk about it enough. I think they talk about it a lot. I think that's all they kind of talk about is how smoking gives you lung cancer.
Fair enough.
Like, we gotta raise awareness about this smoking, man. They don't know. No, but dual smoking and vape is crazy. Like, and even as somebody, I smoke black and milds and blunts, so like I really have no room to judge or talk, which you know what I'm saying. But vape though, like, there ain't no metal or coils and shit in my blunt. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's plenty of people that, you know what I'm saying, young people getting like bronchitis and asthma and shit because they smoking, you know what I'm saying, all these vapes, but yeah, to double it up, that's aggressive, but also respect, you know what I'm saying, respect.
Live your life,
Live your
guess.
fucking life.
So, I know you can't talk much about the TV show thing you were saying, but
It was
like
a
movie thing.
Mm-hmm.
But like, I just watched Into the Spider-Verse.
Mm-hmm.
Or is it Into the Spider-Verse or Across I think it's Across the Spider-Verse.
Mm-hmm.
So like, I don't know if it's similar to that, or if you've talked to artists who like have been part of like a soundtrack or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
But like, that must be a cool mindset to be in if you're making a soundtrack related to like a superhero movie. Because like, I don't know if you've listened to the soundtrack at all, but like Metro Boomin produced it.
Oh, that's
and then
tight.
like he has like James Blake on it, Future, JID, like all these people. A$AP Rocky's on it a lot.
Oh, I might have to check that out.
But they're all talking about like what is that, shooting webs or whatever Spider-Man does.
Yeah,
I think he shoots I think that's the right word. Shoots webs and like climbing walls and like being Spider-Man. So that must be a cool mindset to get into, to be like, in this song I am Spider-Man.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, it's really fun because like, again, it's kind of like a puzzle. Everything's right there. You just kind of have to figure out how to put it in place. So like the part we had written was actually it was a pretty important part in the movie. It was like the dance break. Yeah. So it was like basically the scene going into the dance break. So we had to basically kind of like, it was more so like, if anything, was kind of scoring, you know what I'm saying? Like, in the sense that Blimes and I worked with our producer together to like come up with the beat and everything. So it was all like a, all hands in the pot type thing. But like, the first part was, you know what I'm saying, a little bit of talking, and then we'd rap, and then like go into a part where like the beat changes a little, then it goes into this big, you know what I'm saying, climatic thing, so the dancers can do their shit with like another little breakdown. So like, it was hella cool to be like, for it to be that how I explain it, like literally, like, as an artist, all the songs I make are from nothing to something anyway. But this one was like really from nothing. Like, again, like the references they sent us were Jean Grey.
Yeah.
When you hear the song, you're gonna be like, what? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. It's really interesting because you're dealing with people that have like, these people that are writing, that are like the writers and producers, whatever. They don't have any type of like, they don't know anything about like music,
right?
You know what I'm saying? So the things that they're throwing out there are kind of like, you know what I'm saying, like digging through like kind of like a thrift bag. Like, you got to find the things that actually like make sense and will stick, and the rest is just kind of fluff. Like, I don't even know what you're talking, like that makes no fucking sense, or like that totally contradicts the other thing that you're saying. Like, you want ominous whimsical, like I don't really understand how you do ominous whimsical. But fuck it, we gonna figure it out. But yeah, so it's just like a whole, it's like a whole puzzle, and I don't know, I like shit like that, you know, just trying to figure it out. And in most cases, again, because they're not music savvy at all, you know what I'm saying, and as long as basically everybody else agrees, like if the dancers fuck with it, that's kind of all that matters, you know what I'm saying, because they're the ones that have to choreograph the whole shit, and if it works, it works. But just to be like, to make some shit and be like, okay, what y'all think of this? And they're like, oh my God, that's exactly what we said. And it's like, no, it wasn't, but that's what it should sound like. This is what we're gonna go with. But no, that it's really fun, hands-on. Like, it takes a lot of, you know what I'm saying, just, I don't know, like all your creative, you know what I'm saying, all your creative shit. And then also, Blimes and I had done some rap coaching. So on top of like writing the song, on top of writing the song that we did for that particular scene, there was also another scene where the girls were portraying female rappers. And so basically we had to teach them like the song. Damn. You know what I'm saying, how to rap it. Like, one of the girls, she's from the East Coast, but the movie is a West Coast movie. I don't even want to say where it is to give anything away because I don't even know how much I could talk about, but hella West Coast. So basically having to like, she would say certain things with like a New York accent. We'd be like, yeah, they don't talk like that out here. So yeah, you can't be like, you know, with like the
I'm walking here.
Yeah, the here, like we don't say here out here. You have to say here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like, that's super fun. That was actually my second job doing rap coaching.
Damn. And would you ever do that like outside of movies? Like, would you ever? Is that a thing? Are people like rap coaches?
Oh yeah.
Like, okay.
Yeah. For sure. I don't know what that entails. Like, I don't know. I mean, if anything, I would just call that consulting. You know what I'm saying? But like in the movies and film, it's like actually rap coaching. Like the one before, the first one I did was on Drop the Mic. Okay. It was the show back before, it was like a little bit before the pandemic, maybe 2018, 19. But it was, the host, it was Method Man and, I can't remember the white girl's name.
Was that on Netflix or where was that on?
No, it was on like network TV. Was it maybe like TBS or?
Oh, wow.
Maybe TBS? I don't know. One of them, ABC, I don't know. One of them network channels. PBS,
one of the
something. No, it definitely wasn't PBS. but yeah, fuck. Why can't I cannot remember the lady host, but it was Method Man and this other white girl. Anyway, it was a show where basically they had like actors or other celebrities and they would battle rap each other.
Oh, what?
So, you know what I'm saying? The writers, they would already write the like they would already have the lyrics written, but then it would be like Blimes and I's job to like either change some of the lyrics to make it make sense for them, and then like explaining to them, you know what I'm saying? Because none of these people, maybe a few were maybe like singers and stuff, but the ones that we work with were not. Like, right. Boy George was cool. Like he didn't really want our help at all. So I'm like, how I can't say anything to Boy George. Yeah. Like you got it, Philly. Laverne Cox also was like, I don't need any help, but she really did, and she probably should have asked for help. I think we also did, it was a Downtown Julie Brown, and then David Cortese, maybe? David Cortese, I think that's his name. Anyway, he was funny because, you know, white guy, you know what I'm saying? You had to be like, look, just rap it in your normal voice. You don't have to, like, don't do the black voice. You know what I'm saying? Like, you'd be like, you know what I'm saying? He's reading the shit. He's like, and I went to the walk in the park. And I'm like, no, don't rap like Furious. You know what I'm saying? Furious Freddy or, you know, shit like that, bro. Just rap how you, yourself as a person would just read these lyrics, but to a beat. You know what I'm saying? So, like, that's rap coaching in that sense, is to be like, no, say it like this. Like, this is how a rapper, this is not how a rapper would sound.
But that's a good point. Like, I feel like up-and-coming artists or any artist should figure out ways to, like, find different ways to diversify their ways of still, if they want to still stay in media.
No, facts.
Because there is a thing where you don't see, like, a lot of, like, super mega celebrities even admit that they have multiple jobs. Because even sometimes as a rapper, you know, even Johnny Depp, he's not just a actor. He's in commercials all the time. Yeah. Like, I'm pretty sure he has a band too.
The art don't pay. The art gets you in the door.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But the art does not pay unless you're like fucking, you know, The Rock or Vin Diesel, and you happen to stumble upon the Fast and Furious fucking shit. But everybody else, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, no, it don't really go like that. You have to have so many other means. Like, that's why endorsements and like sponsorships and other deals and stuff like that exist, because, you know, if that was the case, everybody would just put all they 100% into, you know, whatever craft it is. But yeah, no, that definitely does not pay the bills.
Yeah, for sure. So are there any events coming up with you and Blimes at all, or any projects or anything?
Dual stuff, not really right now. We've been kind of focusing on our solo shit. She's been working on an album we was working on our albums around the same time. When I was doing G-Body music, she was working on hers. But yeah, I don't know. You know, that's my sister. We're always gonna be in business and make music and do whatever together. But you know what I'm saying? I'm a lone wolf. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Type shit. So I be having, you know, my own ideas and own stuff I want to do, and the same as her. Like, Blimes is like she's like a marathon runner now. Technically, she just did a marathon. So I'm
shit.
like, now you're a marathon runner. Like, I can't,
Yeah.
I can't compete with that, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I ain't running no fucking marathon. Fucking running is purely necessity, like dire need. I'm
I
not
agree.
running for exercise or for fun or haha, let's go run. No, I'm running because something is chasing me or I need to get away from something fast. Like, no.
Yeah,
There's plenty other athletic things I could do that don't require me to just take off. You know what I'm saying? But I respect her so much for doing it because I'm like, she really had to train for that shit.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
sure.
So, yeah.
Damn. So are there any like new hobbies you picked up lately or anything? It's summertime, like any trips or anything going on?
Man, just trying to find a new way to get this money, man. New way, you know what I'm saying? Trying to find another way to skin a cat, pretty much. That's all I'm trying to do is trying to really try to figure out how I can leverage my brand in like, you know what I'm saying, the biggest ways possible.
Yeah.
I did actually are you familiar with Mediums Collective?
Yeah.
Yeah, shouts out to Mediums Collective.
Caesar and Roger.
Yeah, I was about to say Caesar and Roger, man. We just did this is actually one of the hats. You know what I'm saying? My G-Addle, you feel me?
That's amazing.
G-hat, yeah. This is one of the hats. I would take it off so you can see the back, but I don't want y'all seeing my hair look crazy as fuck under this hat. Because it's attached to the hat. No, I'm joking. But no, we have a couple hats and T-shirts that we're gonna be releasing for like a Everything G collection. And yeah, I'm excited. I'm super excited to work with them. And I fuck with them because I just gotta say this. I was saying this to the homie literally just yesterday, because they were like, why don't you have like a weed strain? Like, why don't you have this and that? And it's like, all these things that people suggested me are not things that are like, I've never thought of or haven't actually myself tried. Like, of course I've, you know what I'm saying? At meetings or tried to get my own weed strain. Of course I've tried to do the podcast shit. Of course, you know what I'm saying? All these things, like, of course I've tried to, but it's the execution rate in people is like in hell. Like, no one executes anymore. It's always like, I cannot tell you, like, in the last 2 years, I cannot tell you how many conversations, meetings, phone calls, emails about things like all these plans and grandiose ideas and like, this is what we're going to do, or you should do this, or I'm going to help you do this, or I think you should, you know what I'm saying? All this that produces absolutely fucking nothing. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So for, you know what I'm saying, Roger and Caesar to come around and be like, we fuck with you, like, let's work. And then like, you know what I'm saying, I come home and they had the hats and shit already made and they're like, okay, we're doing a photo shoot today and all the shit. It's like, it's so bare minimum. Yeah. But it's like, that's what I'm talking about. Like, fucking do something. Amazing. Like, it's like people bring these ideas or whatever to the table, whether I'm bringing it to them or vice versa. And it's like, at some point it feels like, okay, am I just doing this? Like, why did I even tell you this idea then if now I'm doing fucking everything, or if I have to constantly remind you of things? Like, I'm not one of them people that, especially if I thought we had an understanding and we already had a conversation, I'm not one of those people that's gonna like for months like track you down. Like, I'm only going to say it a few times because I'm very clear and concise with my words and I'm very communicative in what I want. So it's very hard for me to believe that somebody didn't know what I was saying. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, I was very clear about what it was and what I wanted. So if I'm asking you more than like 2-3 times, like, obviously this is just not gonna work. So, you know, and then it'd be them shits where you see them again, like, you know, on the hill, be like, hey man, whatever happened, we should. And it's like, you have to look at them like they dumb. Like, what you mean what happened, bro? Like, it just, check the last text that we had. Like, you haven't done shit. I've been the one tracking you down. So it's like, you know, just for Caesar and Roger to just come through like with actual product and a plan and things are actually in motion and happening. It's like, god damn.
Yeah, they're getting shit done. You've been to their
getting shit done.
Been to their new store then?
Hell yeah. And I was like, awesome. Damn, y'all are like really holding down the torch for like you know what I'm saying, Seattle streetwear brand. Cause I was like, you know, like Alive and Well and like Goods was here too, and they were like, yeah, we knew Alive and Well. And I'm like, yeah, man, Alive and Well and Goods was like, you know what I'm saying, staples and shit like that. So yeah, it's dope to see them get that spot and then also kind of keep that tradition, you know what I'm saying, alive.
But that's a good point too. Like I feel like,
and they're two Mexican brothers.
Yeah,
like, you know what I'm saying? They're not even like fucking white dudes.
Yeah,
like they're actually
yeah.
two Mexican brothers. I fuck with it. I love it. You know,
they've been doing it. I think they've been doing it since like 2014 too. Like they've been really. This is their passion and their careers.
I see it in them, and I see the similar passion in like just the like the work ethic. You know what I'm saying? It's like I could tell that we have the same type of shit where it's like if you can't match what I'm doing, then it's like this ain't gonna work, because you're probably either you're not gonna be able to hang or you're gonna start, you know what I'm saying, feeling some type of way. So it's like unless we're both on the same page and moving at the same pace, it's just not gonna work. And I see that, and then that they're also like, we gotta get this money, man. Like, we got plans.
Yeah, I think like community is super important, but sometimes you do have to like, which is not always the funnest, but like do things on your own too, you know? Like,
man.
And that's the thing I do. That's why like I'm literally like here with the laptop, like keyboard in my lap, checking the audio.
Just doing it yourself. Fuck it. Honestly, every skill, I'm one of those, like I'm literally all the skills that I've learned and all the things that I know, like I'm one of those people, I know a lot. I know a little bit about a lot of shit.
Yeah.
And I know all the skills and talents or whatever the fuck that I have purely out of, I'm just gonna fucking do it myself. Like I'm just gonna figure it out. Like not that I wanted to do it or like whatever the case may be. It's just like I hate relying on people. I hate repeating myself. I hate having to be on other people's time and all these things. Where it's like I'll just fucking figure it out myself. Yeah, you know. So
I will say though, like anyone that, because I feel like every once in a while someone will bring you up and they only say like positive and inspiring things about you though. So,
about
like,
me?
Yeah. Like
really?
You have so many like up and coming artists are huge fans of you. Like
that's what's up.
Yeah, you know, so
that's what's up.
So whether you're having to do things on your own sometimes or whatever and feel frustrated or whatever, or things are going well or whatever, you're still inspiring people and people are so
thank you.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm very persistent.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm very, very persistent. Like I said, I'm really just trying to find the best ways to leverage this brand. Like I've really cultivated this thing that I have for a long time, and now I'm just like, how do I make the most out of it? And how, you know what I'm saying? Just really, again, I hate to keep saying the same thing, but like really trying to figure out how, like, another way to skin the cat. Like, how do I, okay, we've done this. Like, I know this is like, I know what I got is some shit, because other people recognize it too. Like, man, you have a great fucking brand. It's like, I do, but how do I now elevate it? You know what I'm saying? So that's really what I'm trying to figure out. And yeah, it's me running the whole faculty. Like I'm everything. I'm the superintendent, the principal, the teachers, the janitor, the gym coach, the cafeteria lady, the security, everything, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, it's taking me a little bit longer, and maybe there's some things that, you know, like, again, I'm only one person, so naturally, you know, when I'm hyper focused on one thing, other things will tend to falter, or I'm not as hands on in some shit. But it's, you know, not a lack of me not wanting to do it, or, you know, it's just like, fuck, I can only I can only do so much. And then now in my career and just in this place in my life, like I'm just like asking, I don't know, it's like you kind of have to sell yourself to me now. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're already a fan and you fuck with my shit, you already know what it is with me. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, obviously I'm gonna be the most passionate person here. You know what I'm saying? It's my shit. But it's like, if you don't come to me with that same type of passion, like I don't have time to convince people, like try to, you know what I'm saying? Like open people's eyes to the light. You know what I'm saying? Which has kind of been what I've been having to deal with in all, you know, whatever business situation I had. It's like a constant, like, okay, look, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not like Dance Monkey. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to keep like having to show over and over. It's like, bro, the resume, like, it's all right there. And I honestly, I don't know if I talked about I think I did talk about this the last podcast where I was like, I cannot stand pandemic artists. I think I did talk about that. And it really did fuck up the landscape of just like having a resume, you know what I'm saying? And having like, like essentially, a resume, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, I have 12 years of shit, you know what I'm saying? There's some people that only have 2.5 years of shit, and most of those, they don't haven't even had the opportunity to do certain things. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, not that I'm done learning or done building or anything. Like, I'm still like a student of the game. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not at all think I'm at my peak. You know what I'm saying? Or like, I can't learn anymore. But it's like, you can't deny the resume and what I have. So it's like, yeah, trying to convince people of shit where it's like, bro, look, like other people, there's not even nothing to really look. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You're maybe scrolling for like 2 seconds or like 1 minute, and it's like, okay, let me kind of piece together the missing parts. Like, bro, there's so much out there. You know what I'm saying? It goes back to that laziness. Like, people don't want to do just the barest of fucking minimum. You know what I'm saying? Getting asked the stupidest questions where it's like, bro, it's out there. Like, you know what I'm saying? Our social media is not our resume now. Like, some people don't use it for that sense, but like now no one gives a fuck about like a real fucking resume or like a, you know what I'm saying? If you have a one sheet or some type of like presentation, cool, that's what's up. But are you using your social media as a tool in the way it's supposed to be? Because if you are, then whatever the fuck you're asking me, go to my fucking social media. I promise you, I'm using it in the correct way. It's not just a bunch of selfies in my ass. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's literally, there's live perform. You want to see me perform live? It's on my Instagram. You want to see professional pictures? They're on my Instagram. You want to see music videos? It's on my Instagram. You want links? It's on, you know what I'm saying? It's like, I'm actually using it for a tool and for that purpose. So when it's like, people are like, oh, well, can we, bro, I have a resume, my nigga. Stop fucking playing with me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Play with these other little niggas, not me. But yeah.
100%.
Oh no, I had to get that off my chest.
For sure. But I like podcasts because they're like time capsules. Like, even last year, like, you might have just done comedy or were about to do it. You didn't have this album out yet. Yeah. You know, you hadn't done this show. I don't think you had worked on this movie yet. So like, you know, like they're time capsules. And now
on everything, things have happened. You know what I'm saying?
So
I feel like when I come up here, I like to vent, which this is my time to fucking vent. Because other than that, I'm like just talking about it with the other homies that we deal with the same shit. You know what I'm saying? But like to say things that maybe, you know what I'm saying, other people also be like, damn, I'm dealing with the same shit. Or like, oh, okay, I see what she doing. So yeah,
it's important, especially as you grow, to keep that though. You know, because that's like the Will Smith the theory. You know, like Will Smith, no one knew who Will Smith actually was, and he was just like this actor and rapper, and then like everything came down when he slapped Chris.
All it takes is fucking 2 seconds to, you know what I'm saying?
But if he was like, he had released a book and stuff to like talk about his childhood and stuff, like the more transparent you are from the get-go, like he probably would have been more forgiven from what happened, you know. But,
no, that's real.
So, you know, just stay transparent. You don't have to tell everyone like your social security number, but
right. I always like to, I don't know. I'm one of those, I just like to tell the real because the real shit be happening to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I haven't gotten the like princess in fucking rainbow, you know what I'm saying, version of the shit. It's really real. And for me not to talk about that would not be talking about the actual experience. And I don't know what I would be able to talk about, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's like,
for sure.
People that like kids that talk to me about, and not even kids, anybody that talks to me about artistry, wants to be an artist or whatever the case may be, I'd be like, is there something, like, is that your passion? Is there something else you actually like? Is that just what you want to do because your friends are doing it or it seems cool or whatever the case may be? Is like, I think personally you should look into something else, or you know what I'm saying, maybe find another hobby, because you know what I'm saying, like you could tell when someone's a real creative, like you just know, like it's really real, recognized real. Like I know when there's another creative in the room, we have a similar, like obviously we won't think the same, but we have many similar, like there's just certain, it could even be a look or a way like you do your hand, you know what I'm saying, like I could tell like, oh, okay, you're like an alien like me type shit, but like there's others that like, bro, you are not this, like I promise you, and you're going to the smallest like L or like, you know what I'm saying, anything is gonna fucking crush you. You know what I'm saying? You don't have it in you to take L's, you know what I'm saying, back to back and then eat what you kill type shit. Like it's not, you know what I'm saying, it's not a pretty life until you get to a certain point, but then even then it's new levels, new devils. Like I don't know what, you know, I only know what, you know what I'm saying, I only know what I have to deal with. I don't know, you know what I'm saying, like what Jay-Z has to deal with. I'm sure I would probably want he would probably want my stupid ass fucking issues, you know what I'm saying? Gosh. But it's like, everybody, it's it's a purely you eat what you kill game, and I don't think people understand that. Like I'm the essence of human. I'm a hunter gatherer. You feel me? I'm literally a hunt. Like, okay, let me speak to the camera now. I haven't been speaking to the camera at all. I'm a fucking hunter gatherer. You know what I'm saying? Like, that is the most important, you know what I'm saying, job. If you don't go out there and hunt, everybody dies. You know what I'm saying? No one gets to eat. In my case, luckily, I don't have to feed a village. It's just me. But still, if I don't eat, I die. But it's like to have to go out there every day and to really hunt. You know what I'm saying? It takes a lot out of a person. You know what I'm saying? And it makes you just look at things differently, and you just move differently and think differently. So when I see other hunter gatherers, I'll be like, oh, okay. I already know. You know, so I already know what type of time you on. So sometimes it'd be hard for me to explain shit to people. Like, even like I was just texting my cousin. She's supposed to be cooking me some food. She always cooks me like a meal every time I come home. And she was like, like, what's your evening? What's your days looking like? And it's always, to anybody that asks, unless I have some concrete shit on my calendar, I'd be like, bro, I don't know. Like, I'm out. I don't know how else to explain it other than hunter gatherer. I'm really in these streets outside trying to make shit work. So I might be free this evening, or I might not. You know what I'm saying? I might not be able to make some shit shake at 5, or maybe I'm just going to be like 30 miles away. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just such a fucking crazy life, you know what I'm saying? And I love it, but that's why I try to always keep people around me that are the same. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes it's just hard to explain.
Heck yeah.
This life to normies. Yes, you know what I'm saying?
Normies.
There's no disrespect.
Yes.
People will take normies as like disrespect, but it's like, no, bro, it's just.
We need you normies to buy tickets.
Yeah, we need normies to buy merch. We need normies to donate, you know what I'm saying, to all the stuff. Fuck with normies. Yes. You feel me? Like, normies is like how people be like, fuck tricks. How you gonna say fuck tricks? They're the ones that's keeping, you know what I'm saying, the shit going. But no, yeah, it's just hard to be hard to explain sometimes. So the ones that get it, and the ones that don't, like, shit, just like it and support it.
Yeah, shit, I'm a wedding DJ, you know. You got to do what you got to do.
You got to do what you got to fucking do, man. 100%. They probably love your little ass.
Yes.
They be I know them white women be tipping you, huh? They be tipping you.
Wow, you have such a nice smile.
They be like, can we touch your hair? Do they be asking to touch your hair?
Yeah, sometimes. Yes, it happens.
Don't let them.
Yeah, no. But it happens. Or like people ask how I get my hair. It's just, this is my natural hair, you know. So.
How do you get your hair?
Yeah.
Not a weird question to ask someone at all.
100%. But with that, is there anything you want to promote? We're going to put this out before Saturday so you can get some more people down. So
fuck yeah.
What else going on?
I mean, the late night show, you know what I'm saying? The night show at Alma Mater, Saturday, June 24th. Also, I don't know. Okay, actually, I think they did just announce it. July 15th, I believe, Mediums Collective is having their yacht fashion show party.
Oh shit.
And then the following week, on I think we said the 21st, I'm gonna be doing I'm putting together something at the Mediums Collective. So there'll be more talks of that in the coming, you know what I'm saying, the coming week or so. But yeah, right now that's the most pressing. And yeah, G-Body Music out on all platforms. You know what I'm saying? Wherever you stream music, videos, content, follow me, gifted_Gab. Like, I'm not hard to find. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's out there. I'm outside in I'm outside in the World Wide Web streets, you know what I'm saying? The information highway and the real highway. You feel me? We're out here.
100%.
Yeah, you can find me.
This has been the NAST podcast with
Gifted Gab.
And we did it.